Hey, what's up guys, it's SHAREfactory coming to you guys with another video, and in this video we're just going to be talking about why did I become a gamer, why am I the way I am, and we have a sick video here. If you hear me in the background, I apologize, but I mean, this is just why I became a gamer. So it all started PlayStation 1. I remember I was playing this Pokemon, not Pokemon, Pac-Man, like Sega. It was like the Sega Genesis games. If you guys are unfamiliar with that, I'll show you guys a picture. It was like a Sega Genesis games on the PlayStation 1, and it was like your Pac-Man, and you walk around. And I remember playing that with my dad and having like really sick, like doing awesome things, and it was really fun. And I remember I would play all kinds of games that I would never have thought of playing today. And actually, one of my favorite games that I played was called Crash Bandicoot. It's like this little I don't know what it is. I guess it's a fox that has like this little tiki thing that follows it around, which is why I bought this tiki camo. It like reminded me of it. Like this tiki thing like followed you around. It would be like Ooblga or whatever, and like you'd have to like jump through obstacles and get this princess or whatever. If you ever played it, you'd understand that it's an amazing game. They even came out with like go-kart versions of it. It was crazy amazing. It was one of my favorite games. And then when I was 6, I stopped playing PlayStation. No, not 6. When I was like 4 or 5, I remember I got the PlayStation 2. That was fun. I played a lot of like indie games, nothing popular. I remember playing Call of Duty 2 and Big Red 1 and Call of Duty 3 on the PlayStation 2. And then I got, when I was 6 years old, I wished for an Xbox 360, and I got it. One of the oldest version of the Xbox 360. I got it when I was 6 years old, and it still works today. It works perfectly fine today. I still play it sometimes. That's where I got my Team Caliber thing on. That's where I got my title of Team Caliber, and I decided to bring it here. Yeah, that Fury kill coming in. So that's what got me started, and there's nothing I loved to play more. When I was all the way up until I was about 9 or 10, I loved Halo. I never had Xbox Live for like 4 years. I never had Halo. That's the only thing I played was Halo. I never had Call of Duty until Call of Duty Black Ops came out. I think that was 2010. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2010. Call of Duty Black Ops, the first one came out, and I would play the crap out of that without internet, and then my uncle would have to babysit me, and I remember he had it, and I loved it, and I got really good in it. My uncle at the time was like 25, and that was his life, was just Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. That was his thing, my Uncle Brian. But, you know, he was built, and, you know, he had his responsibilities and everything, but that's what he was, Call of Duty, military call-outs, served in the military, that's what he did, that was his thing. And I hopped on there, and I was just naturally good at it. Like, we'd 1v1, and I would destroy him. And on the Xbox 360, you were allowed to split screen, and you could have a guest. And on TDM, on just like regular, like on online, I would dominate. I'm 10 years old, dropping 30, 40 kills every time. And my favorite gun was the, if I can remember it right, it was the Commando. It was a pretty good gun. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. And then I remember playing that and doing really good at that. And on the Xbox, they have achievements, not trophies. And I got all the trophies, even achievements for that, even the hidden ones. There's actually a hidden, this thunder gun, which was the zombies gun thing in one of the campaign missions. And I found that by accident and got it. So that was a really fun memory I had. And then I think it was Modern Warfare 2 or 3 came out, and that was an amazing game. I loved that game. I remember, I think it was I don't know, it was a Modern Warfare game that came out, and I played it, and I was amazing. And then my best memory is I actually got Xbox Live at my house, but I was moving around a lot when I was 10. My mom was getting like beat up by her boyfriend and stuff, and I'd have to move back and forth and back and forth. I lived in this small town called Puxico, Missouri, which was this little podunk, hillbilly, tiny town in the middle of nowhere. It was called Putica because it was actually an Indian town. It was like Native American town, and I was just moving around all the time. And now I'm here in Maryland living with my dad, but I haven't moved in I've been here for 3 years, and ever since I was 12, I'm 15 now. I've grown up. I'm not fat anymore. I have good grades, semi-good grades, and things working out. And this is just what I like to do, But I remember playing Black Ops 2 with my brother. My brother was born in 2007, and I think Black Ops 2 was 2012. Was it 12 or 13? I think it was 12, actually. My brother was like 4, and he didn't really understand video games or anything. But that's how I escaped my mom, all my problems. My mom was getting beat; she'd cry, and when you're a small boy, you hate the feeling of making your mom cry or seeing your mom cry. It just destroys you. It just makes you feel terrible, and it hurts you. But that's just how I escaped all that. There's nothing I could do. When you're like an 11-year-old or 10 or 11-year-old boy, there's really nothing you can do at all. You're defenseless against the stuff like that. There's nothing you can do. But I felt like when I do this, everything just goes away. I mean, and it's not a reasonable escape. It's not just something that you can escape to escape your responsibilities. If your wife is at the hospital, oh, I'm going to play this until the baby gets here. No, that's not how it works. You have to. You take responsibilities, but when you're at the age where you can't handle it, it works, and that's why I'm so into it, and I got so good at it. But the thing is, what I remember playing is Black Ops 2. My little brother, 4 years old, and I remember that. I would pretend I'd be like, oh, you killed me, oh no, and he would laugh. He found it hysterical. And his name is Nicholas, and he plays Advanced Warfare, and he always calls me. He's like, John, how you doing on Advanced Warfare? And I love him and I miss him for it, and that's how I got into gaming. It made me have an escape, something to escape from life, to get away from everything that hurt. But that's why I do it. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really means a lot. And peace.